We begin in West Bloomfield Township, where late last week, a testament to the resilience and the power of community brought a congregation rattled by violence closer than ever before. Just over 24 hours following an attack on their congregation, on Friday, Temple Israel held their weekly Shabbat service. Different than planned, both in location and subject matter, this Shabbos featured a renewed sense of gratitude. Grateful to be with each other, to have the loving hands of the community reached out to them, and for the safety of all who call Temple Israel home.
Tonight in this setting, what I am feeling is overwhelming gratitude for our Temple Israel community, for our Metro Detroit community, for everyone who has stood up and supported us in the last 36 hours. Thank you.
On this Shabbat, we will say Birkat HaGomel because we survived an attack on our beloved congregation. Every staff member, security officer, and teacher survived. Every parent was reunited with their child. Everyone went home with their family. We survived.
On a night where there was so much to be thankful for, Temple Israel's congregants and clergy turned first and foremost to those who were willing to risk everything when crisis called, thanking its heroes with their whole heart and thanking them by name.
Steve Booth, Eric Nelson, Chris Swart, Scott McKee, Tom Ellis, Brad Lackey, Dave McNeely, those who were in our building yesterday, our Director of Security, Danny Phillips, Scott Woodley, Randy Johnson, Bob LaCouf, who is here tonight, Sheriff Bouchard, and for those of you who've seen the images, the scores of local and regional law enforcement agents who made their way to save us. To all of you, you are our angels.
Temple Israel's congregation was together again, one day after its worst day. A day where many of its own were at their very best when those most vulnerable needed them.
I am so incredibly proud of our teachers. In recent months, we all have undergone security training, and not a single teacher froze in face of this crisis. They did exactly what they had been trained to do.
They smiled and they laughed as they schlepped a bunch of babies wrapped in blankets through hundreds of police cars so that the kids weren't scared. Our teachers are magnificent. They are heroes. They love our children because our children are their children too. And because of their quick and decisive action, their courage and their strength, every single baby, every single one, was wrapped in their parents' arms by the end of this terrible day.
The reality was not lost on Rabbi Paul Yadwab. Temple Israel would not be at their home for quite a while. However, with neighbors like Shenandoah Country Club, which provided safekeeping and hospitality in Temple Israel's darkest hour, home would not be too far away.
Like this, Shenandoah opened itself to Temple Israel to be the command center, to be our shelter. We realized that our sanctuary, which I'll talk about later, was not able to be used. And we began to think about tonight. And Maya said to me, well, why don't we have it here? And I went over to Hassan, and he said, of course. And I said, well, we're going to pay you for it. And he said, no. And I knew at that point, and when I mentioned it to my colleagues, we all knew that this was the only place that this service could be tonight.
From Thursday onward, an outpouring of love wrapped Temple Israel in its arms from around the greater West Bloomfield community and the world. For Rabbi Marla Hornston and cantorial soloist Emma Trivax, that was the driving message of the moment. Love is the shield that will protect their congregation and community.
So many people care about us. And it's not just because we experienced an act of terror, but because of who we are. We are resilient, and we are connected to each other in ways I can't even begin to describe.
Our love has always won. We've never hardened to hate. There aren't easy words we can give to you to put us back together, but we're puzzles made up of brand new pieces now. So hug your loved one a little tighter tonight. Be kind to yourself when you can't make sense of things.
Just one day after an attack shook their community to its core, Temple Israel persevered by channeling their gratitude, the spirit and the bravery of their heroes, the generosity of neighbors and strangers turned friends for life, and through love for one another.
What you have proven to us is that our sanctuary is not a building. Our Mishkan is not made of wood and bricks. It's you.
We are not okay, but we will be. And we will be because here tonight, I'm here with you. I see our ECC teachers here. I see our ECC parents. I see our children dancing and squealing in the aisles and on the sides. And I know that we will be okay. At some point, we will be okay.
Tyler Kieft, Civic Center TV, West Bloomfield.